We are starting a unit over transformations. So transformations are when we have a coordinate grid and we are moving or manipulating points around that coordinate grid. So there are a total of 4. So you're going to eventually have 4 different videos over this, but the first one is translations. So translations is another word for a slide. So we are sliding a shape or points around the coordinate grid. So to go from this red shape to this blue shape, I had to go over and then down. So just as a refresher on coordinate grids, you have a coordinate point that is always in an XY form. Your X value has to deal with all of the movement left or right. And your Y value has to go all of your movements that are up or down. So looking at this, going from A to this A, I would have to go down 3. So down 3 and to the right 4. So this is my movement that would map my red shape to my blue shape. And there's a specific way of how I write this rule. So when I look at shapes like this, I know that I have original points. So I have my original XY coordinate. So that's like A. And I'm going to show that it's being translated. And I'm going to show the rule that's happening to these coordinate points. So my X coordinate deals with all of my left or right numbers. So since I'm going to the right, that means I'm going to be adding 4. So if I go to the right, it's adding. If I go to the left, it would be subtracting. For my Y value deals with all of my vertical numbers, my vertical movement, so up or down. Since I'm going down, I would be subtracting 3. So if I go down, I would be subtracting. If I'm adding, I would be going up. So this is the official rule that I want you to be able to identify and understand what's happening whenever we have a translation. So again, my X means that I'm going to go left or right, and my Y is going up or down. So I want you to pause the video and you are going to attempt this first problem. All right, so hopefully you had a chance to go through this and determine the rule. So to go from the red figure to the blue figure, if I identify this point would map to this point, so I would be going down 3 units and to the right 6 units. So hopefully you got that information, and now we're going to actually have to put that in a rule and write it in the actual mathematical rule. So this is where we take our original point, we are translating it, and for my X value, since my X value deals left and right, I would have X plus 6, because again, if I'm going to the right, I would be adding. So X plus 6, and since I'm going down, I would be subtracting 3. For this next one, again, we're taking the red figure to the blue figure. So my red figure, let's go this point to this point. I would be going down 2 and to the left 5. So with that information, I know that I can write my rule. My rule always starts with my original point, so XY, and I'm going to translate it. My X coordinate is moving to the left 5 units. So if I'm moving to the left, I would be subtracting. So I'm going to subtract 5. And if I have my Y is going down, so I would also be subtracting 2. So this is the official rule that I would want for you to figure out.